Welcome. Today, we're stepping away from traditional financial strategies and entering a completely different realm. We're going to explore the esoteric frequency of wealth and luxury consciousness. So I want you to take a slow, deep breath with me. Set aside everything you think you know about making money. Because you see, luxury, it isn't merely money. It isn't just the physical currency sitting in a bank account. It's actually a highly sophisticated energetic frequency. It's a state of consciousness and a truly profound way of being in the world. Which brings us to a really fascinating question, one that sits right at the very heart of this explainer. Why is it that some people seem to just breathe abundance effortlessly, while others merely touch it once, maybe after a lifetime of pure exhaustion? Well, the answer lies deep within your subconscious mind. You see, the subconscious doesn't respond to desperation. It doesn't respond to our pleading. It responds only to our identity. So today we're beginning a cinematic meditation into abundance, designed to reshape that very identity. To really do this, we first have to redefine luxury. Luxury is an energetic command. It's a profound internal state of being, and we can actually access and mold this state through affirmations. But we're not talking about empty, repetitive chanting here. When affirmations are spoken with pure emotion, with deep conviction and full physical embodiment, they cease to be just words. They become energetic commands that actively alter the fabric of reality itself. And we're going to explore 5 of these esoteric commands today.
Let's begin our ascent with the first level, aligning with natural wealth and our first affirmation.
Notice the energetic contrast we're looking at here. Most people unconsciously push wealth away because they treat it as a distant object, something that belongs to, other people. That is the energy of forcing wealth. It involves chasing, begging, and carrying this really deep-seated feeling that abundance is inherently difficult. But esoteric alignment requires the exact opposite. Natural alignment means teaching your nervous system that elegance and receiving are completely normal. It's all about feeling safe, feeling familiar with wealth, and knowing deeply that you belong in its presence.
Now let the resonance of this first affirmation wash over you. Speak it with me slowly and luxuriously. I am naturally aligned with wealth, luxury, and overflowing abundance. The key word here is naturally. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders. As you hold these words in your mind, I want you to imagine yourself already immersed in beautiful environments. Picture the soft glow of candlelight, the feeling of smooth silk, a perfectly calm ocean view. You don't have to force it. It is already natural to you.
What you just experienced is the esoteric psychology of energetic familiarity. The universe actually amplifies what feels natural to your identity. When you feel internally wealthy, long before your physical reality catches up, everything changes. You walk differently. You speak with a quieter, much more grounded authority. A wealthy identity makes completely different choices than one operating from scarcity. And remember the most crucial mechanism here. Your subconscious mind simply cannot distinguish between vividly felt imagination and physical reality. We now move to the second level of our energetic ascent, radiating magnetic value, and our second affirmation. Here, the dynamic shifts from running after abundance to becoming its very center. Just notice the energetic contradiction of chasing wealth. So many people exhaust themselves running after money while secretly harboring the belief that they're totally unworthy of receiving it, and that creates immense energetic resistance. The esoteric truth is that money is simply an energy exchange. It flows naturally toward value, toward confidence, toward creativity, and absolute certainty. When you shift from chasing to radiating value, you establish a magnetic presence driven by pure energetic conviction.
Let's anchor this second affirmation. I invite you to imagine looking deeply into your own eyes in a mirror, recognizing your absolute worth, and saying, "Money flows toward me because my energy radiates value." Notice how the focus shifts there. You're no longer chasing. You're standing perfectly still, becoming a deeply magnetic center for prosperity. This brilliantly illustrates a core truth of esoteric wealth. Your energy speaks before your words do. People feel your self-worth way before they ever hear your voice. Deeply understanding your value means you absolutely must stop shrinking. You have to stop negotiating against your own destiny, and you must completely stop operating from the frequency of mere survival. Because when you truly stand in your value, external opportunities have absolutely no choice but to appear.
Let's move on to our third level, trusting a supportive universe, and the third affirmation.
This level is all about fundamentally changing your energetic relationship with reality.
Your assumptions are powerful energetic instructions to your subconscious mind. If you operate from scarcity consciousness, you inherently believe life is hostile. You expect struggle, and therefore your awareness will constantly seek out and notice obstacles. But abundance consciousness believes life is profoundly supportive. You look for openings, and this explains the esoteric mystery of why two people can live in the exact same physical world, yet experience completely different realities.
Take a deep breath and allow this third affirmation to replace your fears with absolute trust. I live in a universe that is endlessly conspiring in my favor. Feel the warmth of that statement. Trust that your life can become beautifully serendipitous. Trust that you're being guided, supported, and held by a reality that actually wants you to succeed.
When you embody that level of trust, you shift from fear into a state of calm, receptive intuition, and wealth often enters through this intuition long before it requires action. It arrives as a beautifully random idea while you're resting, a serendipitous conversation with a stranger, a sudden, synchronistic opportunity that seems to just fall from the sky. The universe always whispers before it delivers. This trust trains you to actually hear those whispers.
Now, we step into the fourth level, allowing divine deservingness, and our fourth affirmation.
Here we have to confront and dissolve a massive subconscious block. You see, society has conditioned so many of us to believe that suffering is spiritually noble and that struggle somehow makes you pure. We must dismantle this. Esoteric wisdom teaches us that beauty is divine, pleasure is sacred, and luxury is pure expansion. Ease is not laziness. Ease is a state of perfect energetic alignment where your internal harmony allows life to flow gracefully, with far less resistance.
Let yourself fully receive this fourth affirmation. Really feel the emotional richness of these words. I deserve a life filled with beauty, pleasure, ease, and divine prosperity. Imagine waking up to peaceful mornings. Imagine elegant sanctuaries that are entirely yours. Allow yourself to feel that you are truly worthy of this grace, without guilt and without condition.
The subconscious mind acts strictly according to what it believes you deserve. If you feel undeserving, you'll subconsciously sabotage the good that comes to you. But when you shift your boundaries and claim this deservingness, you allow elegance to enter. Because ultimately, luxury is waking up without emotional chaos. Luxury is deep, unshakable peace. Luxury is ultimate freedom.
We have finally arrived at the climax of our energetic ascent, embodying infinite abundance, and the fifth affirmation.
This is the phase of complete identity transcendence. This is where we move philosophically and practically way beyond merely seeking temporary success. You must expand beyond limitation and survival. You must embody the timeless energetic signature of wealth. You are no longer trying to acquire abundance. You are choosing to become abundance itself. Because consciousness creates reality, and identity is the absolute most powerful commanding force within that consciousness.
This final affirmation isn't a hope. It isn't a wish. It is a powerful, grounded declaration of absolute certainty. Let it anchor into your very core. I am the embodiment of infinite abundance and timeless wealth. When you make that declaration, you completely separate yourself from the pursuit of temporary money, which is fraught with fleeting success and fragile conditions. Instead, you anchor yourself into timeless wealth, an unshakable state of being and a permanent frequency. The moment abundance becomes your identity, your subconscious mind goes to work, tirelessly reorganizing your external world to match exactly who you deeply believe you are.
As we conclude this explainer, remember that these affirmations aren't magic spells. They are highly precise tools for energetic reconditioning. Luxury is never, ever chased. It's aligned with through consistent emotion, vivid visualization, and absolutely unwavering belief. Over time, your external world has no choice but to slowly become a perfect reflection of your internal frequency.
Take this esoteric truth with you and let it settle deep within your mind. Your subconscious becomes what you repeatedly feel. Affirm abundance until it feels entirely natural, because reality always ultimately follows identity. So the only question remaining is, who will you choose to be today?